he took shots in Seattle in week 1. Shot after shot after shot. And got up and kept on playing. And I always being the check down king and everything. I don't know. I just took to Twitter and I'm like, there's something about Bo Nix I like.
The Denver Broncos came into the season with new expectations thanks to a fresh new QB under center in Bo Nix, who they selected with the 12th pick in the draft. But they started off the season the exact opposite of how they wanted to, at 0-2, with really poor performances against the Seahawks and Steelers. But recently they had a chance to prove all the early season narratives wrong in a huge game against the red-hot Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's exactly what they did. In this video, I'm going to break down some film of this game and talk about what Bo Nix did well and so much more. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so let's get into some game film. So we are getting started with an absolute dime, perfectly thrown to the back shoulder towards the sideline. Only his guy could get it, and Dean had no chance to do anything defensively. And then to follow that up, here's another beautifully thrown ball over the shoulder to Josh Reynolds up the field. This was a great ball, but honestly, credit to Reynolds for getting so much separation because almost any QB should be able to make this throw. But anyways, moving on, to punch the ball in the end zone, Payton drew up a little QB run off play action, and I don't think the Tampa Bay defense expected it at all. Nix was able to almost walk the ball into the end zone. Nix completed 25 of 36 passes for 216 yards, demonstrating improved decision making and accuracy compared to his first 2 starts. While he didn't throw any touchdown passes, Nix's ability to manage the game and avoid turnovers was crucial to Denver's success. He also contributed with his legs, rushing 9 times for 47 yards and scoring the game's opening touchdown on a 3-yard run, as I just showed. Denver's rushing attack also really came alive in this game. While Javonte Williams started the game off, it was Tyler Beatty who provided the spark the Broncos needed on the ground. Beatty led all rushers with 70 yards on just 9 carries, including a crucial 43-yard run in the 4th quarter that helped steal the victory. Jaleel McLaughlin also contributed with a 1-yard touchdown run in the 1st quarter. The Broncos offensive line, led by veterans Garrett Bowles and Quinn Miners, provided solid protection for Nix throughout the game. This improved pass protection allowed Nix to survey the field and make better decisions, a stark contrast to the pressure he faced in the first 2 weeks. And while the offense showed significant improvement, it was Denver's defense that truly dominated the game. The Broncos held the Bucs to just 223 total yards and forced 2 turnovers. The pass rush was relentless, recording 7 sacks on Baker Mayfield. Safety Brandon Jones had a standout performance, intercepting Mayfield in the 1st quarter and returning it 37 yards to set up McLaughlin's touchdown. Jones also forced a fumble later in the game, showcasing his playmaking ability in the secondary. And the defensive line, anchored by Zach Allen and DJ Jones, consistently won battles in the trenches. John Franklin Myers and Dodria Tillman were particularly disruptive, combining for multiple sacks and pressures on Mayfield. And corner Jaquan McMillan led the team in tackles, while Pat Surtain continued to prove why he's considered one of the league's top young defenders. His tight coverage really limited the effectiveness of Tampa Bay's receivers. Overall, the Broncos defense has been a bright spot this season. They are currently allowing just 15.3 points per game, which ranks 6th in the NFL. The unit has also recorded 11 sacks through 3 games, tied for the 4th most in the league. And special teams also played a role in the victory, with Will Lutz converting on all 4 of his field goal attempts and Riley Dixon providing solid punting when called upon. This win really could serve as a turning point for the Broncos season. It demonstrated that the team has the potential to compete at a high level when all units are clicking. Here's what some of the players and media had to say about the performance.
Like the narrative was out there and it was going to stick for a while. Bo Nix, not very good, not a lot of help around him. With the Broncos, I mean, that was a buzzsaw today. Total domination. What got into them?
They just literally executed, right? I think the biggest thing when you look at the Denver Broncos, it was not like they were getting boat raced. They were in 2 tight games, but the bone-breaking plays was Bo Nix turning the football, more specifically in the red zone.
As soon as I saw we won the toss and I saw that we went to receive the ball, my mindset clicked and I was just like, yeah, man, it's our turn to go put something together. And we told the offense that it was on us. It's on us to change the dynamic of what we've been doing. It's on us to go out here and change the tempo.
Looking ahead, the Broncos will need to build on this performance. Consistency in the passing game will be crucial. With Nix continuing to develop chemistry with his receivers like Sutton, Reynolds, and Marvin Mims Jr., the running game, while improved in this one, still has room for growth. Javonte Williams, who struggled with just 12 yards on 5 carries, to provide a more balanced offensive attack. Anyways, defensively, the Broncos will aim to maintain their aggressive approach. The pass rush, led by Cooper and Nick Bonito, will be key in disrupting opposing quarterbacks, and the secondary, with Surtain as the cornerstone, will look to continue their strong play. Their ability to limit big plays and force turnovers will be crucial in future matchups. So as the Broncos move forward, they will face the New York Jets in Week 4. This game will provide another opportunity for the team to showcase their improvements and build momentum. And the coaching staff, led by Payton, will need to continue finding ways to put their players in positions to succeed. The aggressive game plan that worked against the Buccaneers could serve as the template for future success. So in conclusion, the Broncos' dominant win over the Buccaneers was a complete team effort. From Nix's efficient quarterbacking to the defense's suffocating performance, every unit contributed to the performance. I really do think that this team can quickly turn things around. The potential shown in this game suggests that the team has the talent and coaching to compete at a high level in the NFL. And as the season progresses, all eyes will be on Bo Nix and his development as the franchise quarterback. Again, the performance we just saw was a promising sign, but consistency will be the key as he faces more challenging defenses. With 14 games remaining, there's plenty of time for this team to make noise in the AFC West and potentially push for a playoff spot. Here's what Bo Nix had to say in his post-game interview following the win.
We did really well on first and second down. We finished drives. We kind of made drives go longer with third down conversions, and then when we got to the red zone, we finally scored touchdowns today. Now still, we missed a few opportunities with touchdowns, but we traded in for 3 points.
Before I end off this video, I want to go a little more in depth about the upcoming game against the Jets. It's going to be a challenge for Nix because we all know how much talent is on that New York defense, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't typically get outplayed by young QBs ever. But if Denver can go on the road and steal one, then all of a sudden, this season is looking completely different than what it did just a few days ago. That's really all I got for this one. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point. And if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know who you'd like to see next. And until then, I will see you all later.
A good road win against a good team. I'd credit the players. I thought we played well in the front, both sides of the ball. When you get to these certain statistics, the pressure, the turnovers, and the rushing, and then the third down, and all of those kind of tipped in our favor. Credit the players, though, the leadership. We had a good week of practice. Kind of came in with the right frame of mind and